All right, folks, welcome back in. We're in a puppy 2 draft this morning, and we're drafting out of the fourth hole. Most likely gonna take Puka, hopefully. Maybe Chase if he falls to us. Not sure. We'll see here, though. And yes, we're gonna get the boy Puka Nakua. Come on down. Set up a little bit of Stafford stack. JSN goes. McCaffrey goes 6th. JT goes 7. And the question is, are we going to do a zero running back build? I've been wanting to maybe get one of those in the mix. And maybe we'll do that this morning. I don't know for sure. We'll see who falls to us. Coming up to the 1-2 turn. The gentleman out of the 12 hole goes Saquon and Kenneth Walker. Ashton Genty falls shortly after Walker. The big dog goes 15th overall. Wow. Moving up the board, big dog. Moving up the board. Drake London goes 2.7. Man, if A.J. Brown falls to me, I think that's an easy click. And he does. We're going to go A.J. Brown. Boom. So we start off Puka Nakua, A.J. Brown. I'm liking that start. All right, the gentleman after me goes Bowers. I was contemplating Bowers as well, but I've been seeing A.J. Brown go a lot towards almost the 1-2 turn, beginning of the second. So getting him here kind of where he used to fall before the confirmation of him going to the Patriots, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Now, if we can get Nico here, shoot, we'll be right on that starting off with the 0 RB build pretty solidly. But we got to dodge two bullets here. Come on. Take Neighbors. Oh, he takes Tyron. Cool. All right, we got Nico Collins coming right down to us. Sweet. So, no RBs to start. So, we're going to know that this team is not going to feel great at the end of this. But we just got to know that we're banking on some of these RB1s on teams to get hurt, and we've got the handcuff for. So, we might go one more wide receiver or tight end here, maybe Loveland for our fourth pick. Not entirely sure yet. Maybe we go elite QB. But we're going to end up probably having 6 or 7 running backs on this team. And then, we want to bank on one of them hitting, and then this team will be great. At the 3-4 turn, the guy on the 12 hole goes DJ Moore, Emeka Egbuka. Josh Allen goes at 39. I mean, I doubt he falls to us, but if Josh Jacobs makes it to us for our fourth pick, I mean, kind of seems worth the risk. Garrett Wilson goes off the board, followed by Luther Burden. Tet goes. Oh, and there goes Jacobs. Almost made it back to us. I think we're going to go Evans here as long as he doesn't get snagged. Evans or Waddle. Sweet. And we get Evans. Come on down, my guy. Come on down. Now, oh, there goes Montgomery. Montgomery and Swift go at the 4-5 turn out of the gentleman in the 1 hole. He's got one wide receiver, Olave, through the first 5 picks. And I think we are going to go Scatabo right here for our first running back. All right, Scatabo, RB1. Hopefully you're good. He's participating in OTAs. I think that should be a pretty good sign. I mean, the other option there was me to go Lamar to get an elite QB, which probably would have made sense in a zero RB build. Getting a good QB and tight end and winning at the onesies usually and generally makes sense. But I wanted to work at running back, so we'll see. Somehow, maybe Jackson falls to us. It's definitely possible, but he's already past his ADP right now, so we shall see. Though, if not, we're probably gonna end up taking May and getting that stack with AJ Brown. We could also take Daniels, but that wouldn't be correlated at all. There goes Lamar at 64. That was a decent bit of value there for the gentleman out of the 9 hole. Stanky Leg. Quite the name there. Gentleman out of the 6 hole grabs Caleb Williams to stack up with Loveland, who he grabbed last round. And we're up in 2 picks, or 1 more pick than we're up. And I'm fighting an urge to take Jaden Daniels. Well, they made the mind up for me. They took fucking Drake May when I was trying to stack him. But I guess we're going to go Jaden Daniels. I think this is going to be my first share of him. We'll work on some back stacks with him. Maybe Chig or Antonio Williams. But, I mean, it could be fine having a naked Daniels as well. Marvin Harrison and Cortland Sutton go at the 6-7 turn. Got to start thinking about what we want to do here. Probably grab a running back. Going to be either Hubbard, Pollard, something like that. Warren goes off the board. All right, and we are going to go Chuba. Chuba coming on down. So we got Scatterboo and Chuba to start for our RB room. Jalen Hurts goes to the team that took Caleb Williams and Loveland. The gentleman out of the 7 hole building a pretty good team. It seems like JT, Omarion Hampton, Neighbors, Tet, Devonta Adams, Parker Washington, Alec Pierce. Starting with the 2 running backs up top and then really going wide receiver heavy. At the 7-8 turn, 12 hole goes Jaden Reed and Kyle Monungai. What's this guy in the 7 hole going to do here? Running back, tight end, QB. QB goes Trevor Lawrence to stack up with Parker Washington. All right. We are going to go J.K. Dobbins. Don't love it, but we need to make up room at the running back position. So far, we have Scatabo, Hubbard, and J.K. Dobbins to make up our running back room. And like I said earlier, we're not going to feel good about this running back room. It's hard to come out of these drafts trying to do 0 RB builds and feel good about your running back room. But once the season starts and we get going, things could turn around in that regard. And, I think we're going to take the guy, Harold Fannin. Come on down, buddy. All right, so we got an elite QB, hopefully, and a second-year rookie coming off of a good season, tight end, that will hopefully produce for us. Mahomes goes 104. That's some value there. And for our next pick, I mean, depending on what we have to choose from, we can kind of go several different directions. But we'll just see who's up. Matthew Golden goes. All right, we're up in 2 picks here. And there goes Pitts. I was contemplating taking Pitts. He was quite a faller. All right. And as much as I don't really want to take this person, I think I'm going to, and we're going to take Romeo Doubs. Little team correlation with A.J. Brown. Could very well be his number 2 wide receiver in New England. So, come on down, Romeo. And I said this at the beginning of the draft, and it is true. Like, I am, of course, this wide receiver room feels great, but the team as a whole, starting off wide receiver heavy, it just doesn't feel like it's coming together. But I just haven't done a lot of RB or 0 RB builds this year, and it's kind of hard to pull off, but we'll see if we can do it. At the 10-11 turn. All right, we're going to take Aaron Jones here, add to the RB room. Come on down, Aaron. All right, so our RB room now is Scatterbo, Chuba Hubbard, J.K. Dobbins, and Aaron Jones. I mean, not horrendous. There's, a world where Scatterbo, Hubbard, Dobbins, and Aaron Jones are all the starters and the running back ones on their respective teams. But there's also the possibility that Scatterbo gets injured again. Chuba Hubbard gets replaced by Jonathan Brooks. J.K. Dobbins gets injured because he's injury prone. And then Aaron Jones is just old, and it's a real timeshare with him and the 2 other running backs in Minnesota. Who knows how that's going to shake out? We have a stretch of tight ends that go with Kittle, Kelsey, Andrews, and Kincaid, all at the end of this 11th round, and we're here at the 11-12 turn. And the plan here is when it comes on back down to us at pick 141 that we're going to take C.J. Stroud and get ourselves a second quarterback and then shut the quarterback room down there. But hopefully no one snags him. I mean, we have Nico, so it should fall to us, or he should fall to us. Someone takes Cam Ward. Then Malik Willis, Jake Ferguson. We're getting a little nervous about C.J. Stroud, but all the teams in between us and now have at least 2 quarterbacks, so hopefully we should be good. But who knows for sure. Omar Cooper goes at the 12-5. Isaiah Likely to follow. The missile, Keaton Mitchell goes at the 12-7. One more pick for us. And then hopefully he doesn't take Stroud. And we can take Stroud. That'll set up our first stack. Man, getting a stack this late in the draft, I mean, I'm glad we got it, but man, it doesn't feel great. I like setting these things up sooner rather than later, but it is what it is. Houston plays the Packers week 17. So maybe we can figure out something there. Not really. That whole Packers team is essentially gone. And I guess coming back around here, it's between Travis Hunter and Woody Marks for me. We probably need to take the RB. That's where we really need help. So Woody Marks, come on down. Boom. So we actually have 5 wide receivers and 5 RBs right now. So we're pretty even in that regard. Obviously, more draft capital was spent on the wide receivers. And we might end up getting just one more wide receiver on this team, um, since we spent so much capital at the beginning of the draft. And, if this team's going to do anything, those guys are going to have to do their thing. I would love for Chig to fall back down to us at 165. It's probably unlikely, but I really would have liked to get that stack with Janie Daniels, but I kind of needed to take him where I took Woody Marks. But we shall see. There's just so much depth at tight end this year that it's hard to justify that when I'm building a 0 RB team. I mean, a lot of these teams, except for the guy drafting out of the 8 hole, he has just one tight end. He might grab Chig. Hopefully not. I mean, it would just be a little miracle if he fell to us, but we shall see. Sean Johnson goes. Chig is still there. Come on, buddy. You know you want to be with us. It's this guy after this next pick. Oh, there goes Chig right there. We knew it. We knew it was never going to happen, but a guy can hope. A guy can frickin' hope. Now, the real question is, what exactly are we going to do here at this next pick? We might take Dalton Schultz to continue with the CJ Stroud stack. Debo goes. Tajay Spears goes. And yes, we're going to take Dalton Schultz. All right, so we got the double stack with CJ. Isaac Tesla goes right after me. We could have gotten the boy on the squad, but just again, we took all that capital on the wide receivers at the beginning, and Tesla isn't the greatest best ball or fantasy player. I'm more of just a fan of Tesla in general, watching him play football. Alrighty. I think we're going to go ahead and snag Tyler Algier. Yeah, why not? If Jeremiah Love has a slow start, or there might be a bit of a timeshare to start, or if he gets injured somehow, Algier should have a big role in Arizona. And we just need to get some RBs. Yeah, we're going to end up having a naked Daniels, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Here at the 15-16 turn, guy takes Nicholas Singleton. And then Zachariah Branch. Zachariah Branch is really climbing up the board. Not exactly sure how I feel about that, but all right, we're up in one pick, and we're likely going to, let's see here. I think we're going to end up snagging, we're going to end up snagging Tank Dell here just to add to the Stroud stack. The guy once upon a time was a baller, and he's been running around at OTAs, and let's just bank on the fact that, the Texans, we got the stack going, they're going to be good. CJ Stroud's rookie year showed that he has a little bit of something there. Obviously, it hasn't shown much since then, but we've made that bet already, so let's add to it. Let's assume that they're going to do something. And that puts us at five Texans, so we're probably going to pump the brakes there with the Texans now. That's really betting on an underdog there, but sometimes that's how it goes. All right, I think we're going to take the rookie Eli Stowers. on the Eagles as our third tight end. Bank on some rookie upside there. Braylon Allen goes in the 17th. Some of these guys that were going in the 18th or not even at all in drafts, climbing up the board is interesting. Like Dulcich went in the beginning of the 16th round this draft. Um, you know, he's really climbed up the board too. I understand that he's going to be one of the top targets in Miami as it stands currently. But who knows? And who do we want to put for our last pick? So far, we have a 2-6-6-3. It'll probably be a wide receiver or a tight end. Let's just see who falls to us. All right, we're gonna go with Chris Brazzell, rookie wide receiver on the Panthers, to have a little correlation with Chuba. And boom, come on down. And that'll wrap up this squad. And I think the sentiment stands that the 0 RB builds do not feel great, even after completing the draft. They feel real great when you get all those wide receivers off the rip, but not exactly when you look back at the squad. But I'll run through this team real quick for us. Started off, it's a 2-6-7-3. Started off Puka Nacua, A.J. Brown, Nico Collins, Mike Evans. First running back we took was Cam Skattebo. Then we took Jaden Daniels. Ended up being a naked Jaden Daniels. He's got the rushing upside. He's had an insane rookie year. So, that's not necessarily the end of the world. Would have liked to get him stacked with Antonio Williams or Chig. Neither of those ended up happening. Then we got Chuba Hubbard as our second RB. Then J.K. Dobbins as our third RB. Scooped up Fannin in the 9th. Romeo Doubs in the 10th. Aaron Jones. Then C.J. Stroud as our second QB, closing out the QB room. Stroud is stacked with Nico, Woody Marks, Dalton Schultz, and Tank Dell. Then we have Tyler Algier, Eli Stowers, and Chris Brazzell to wrap up the squad. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, listening, watching us draft this mediocre squad. But you never know. It might be what takes down the puppy too. I don't know for sure. But it was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys tune in next time. And thank you all for listening. Peace.